Michael hits me. He says, after going out to Pasadena, what do you make of people saying the national title game should always be played at the Rose Bowl? Oh, Michael, I got takes on this. I used to scoff at this. I used to laugh at it. I used to think this place was overrated. Mind you, I'm growing up in Georgia, so Pasadena, California was like Okinawa, Japan to me. I don't know where either is on a map. I'll never go to either. And these West Coast people need to stop glorifying this place and realize that, the sooner you realize the South invented college football, the better off you'll all be. That was my mentality. Then I went, and my mind changed. Many of you have not been to the Rose Bowl. Many of you have been to the Rose Bowl and disagree with what I'm about to say. Now, I'm not so hardcore on the concept that they should host the national title game. I'm only like 60-40 on that. I know some people, like Klatt, he plants this flag in the ground every January 1st. I look at it and I go, oh, I don't have a problem with it. That's kind of the way I am. It's like SpaghettiOs. Take them or leave them. I like them. I don't need them. Pescettios, excuse me. Take them or leave them. Rose Bowl, national championship always being there. I could take it. I could leave it. However, I cannot overstate this enough, the immense, most amount of respect that you could possibly have for an entity, I've got that for the Rose Bowl. I could not respect the Rose Bowl anymore. I could not love the Rose Bowl anymore as an entity, as a game, as a brand, as a stadium than I do. Everything about that is perfect. Everything about the setting is perfect, but I'm not talking about the sunset that they fawn over on TV, but it is fawn-worthy. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people. I'm talking about the mentality of the Rose Bowl. I am sick to death of watching college football cave. Anytime this corporate wind blows this way, or nameless, faceless bureaucrats pull it that way in the name of progress, aka their pockets get deeper, it's like nothing is sacred. There is no tradition that can't be bulldozed. College football is like Fern Gully, and the Rose Bowl is the tree that they will not let you cut down. I love them for it. I love them for it for the same reasons I used to hate them for it. Because I used to be brainwashed into thinking that these people were standing in the way of progress. They're not. They're adhering to something that this sport used to claim it was built on, tradition. The Rose Bowl is steeped in it. The Rose Bowl is New Year's Day after the Rose Parade in to me, the grandest setting that college football has to offer, and we're going to kick the thing off at 2 p.m. Pacific, and we're going to play it on the same day every year, and we're going to have the same procedures, and if you like it, fine. If you don't like it, tough. It's our game. We're not going to change the way we do it to fit what you are, because what you are changes every 35 seconds. What we are has been the same and will continue to be the same. That is the mentality that used to be a lot of what was good about college football. Sure, there's change that needs to happen every now and then, and at the Rose Bowl, they've done that. But I'll tell you what they have also done with the Rose Bowl is they long ago defined their values, their principles, their traditions, what they believe in, what was non-negotiable, and they will not negotiate it. I love them for it. So if that means we host the national title there every year, I'd be okay with that because there's no venue that I appreciate more that I would love bestowing that honor upon anymore. One of the counters to that is, oh, Josh, you can't let fans be made to travel that far. The committee could not care less about the typical fan anymore. Do you see what's happening right now? Do you understand? If Penn State is to win a national title, their fans will have had to buy hotel rooms in State College during graduation week to play SMU. They will then have had to fly to Glendale, Arizona, and book hotels and airfare and get tickets there for the Fiesta Bowl. Then you're going to go down to Miami, which climatologically sounds great, but that's another couple of thousand out of your pocket. And then they're going to go to Atlanta for the national title game. You seriously think getting priced out of trips is at the forefront of the decision-making anyway? Of course it's not. So the Rose Bowl, whether they ever get that game or whether they never get it again, I could not have any more respect for those people. And I would just ask you, if you get convinced or you get, I call it brainwashed because that's what I thought I was. If you get brainwashed into bashing those people because they're so hard and fast in their stance, ask yourself what the alternative is. Like, I had to do this. It was my own admission that I was wrong. I had to ask myself years ago, what is it I'm mad about the Rose Bowl for? And I realized all I was mad at them for was adhering to the same things that I was mad the rest of college football was sacrificing. How hypocritical is that? So I changed my stance on it. Now, I will tell you, I talked to people at the Rose Bowl about this. They don't think that this is ever going to happen. They don't need it to happen. They're not fighting for it or anything. And the reason the Rose Bowl people think they will not have the national championship every year is the most college football playoff reason ever. They don't have enough sweets. That's the first rule. That's the first thing given to me. We don't have enough sweets, man. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. So on a related note, I have it on good authority that they're struggling to sell their allotment of sweets in Atlanta for the title game this year. Just a little birdie flew in my ear and told me that this morning. So the 1% are suffering too, people. Rose Bowl national title. I'd be on board with it. I don't have to have it there. I'd much rather have it there than Santa Clara, California ever again. I'll tell you that. So if someone can make it, look, here's what I'll promise you. I will be college football commissioner. It's not going to be Nick Saban. Sorry, James Franklin. It will be me. It could be 1 year, it could be 2 years, but I will be college football commissioner. This is something that I'm happy to put to a vote. I will be a I've always struggled with the word, benevolent, yes. I will be a benevolent, whatever. I will listen to you. And I will be happy to put this to a fan vote. My vote counts for 2, but I will be happy to put this to a fan vote. And if you guys want it out there, fine. If you don't want it there, fine. But I will be happy to at least put this on the table. Because the way it is right now, it's not even on the table.